Everyone is getting the argument between Jax and Ragatha totally wrong, and honestly, I think it comes from a lot of people not really understanding these characters. And so I think it's time to talk about why Jax and Ragatha are both toxic people, but why Jax is a bad person and Ragatha really isn't. First off, we can only talk about information that we got within the digital circus. We can't talk about outside information or theories because that's not relevant. Starting off, Jax is obviously a bully. He has physically and mentally harmed other people within the circus. Jax obviously does this because he's carrying the trauma of losing somebody close to him, and he doesn't like dealing with fake people and only wants to be with people who are truly genuine. Jax does care about what others think, but unfortunately, he pushes people's buttons too often, which is why he is left alone. Contrast this with Ragatha, who is somebody who is overly nice, even at the expense of herself. Ragatha can be a bit overbearing and annoying, and that niceness can come off as not genuine, but that's pretty much where the toxicity towards others end. Ragatha is far more toxic to herself. She doesn't really care about what happens to her so long as other people are happy. She cares a lot about what other people think, and unlike Jax, is very willing to do whatever is possible to make sure she is not alone. Obviously, the trauma of having an overbearing mother who expected too much of her definitely played a role in how Ragatha reacts. At her core, Ragatha likes to make people happy so she doesn't get yelled at because she cannot handle negativity, which is why Jax makes her so upset. And this is one of the reasons why Ragatha was so upset that Jax and Pomni started to get closer. Jax is a bully. He has harmed multiple people within the circus, and for some reason, Pomni wanted to get closer to him than to Ragatha. And this means two things to Ragatha. One, that Pomni may start to bully her in the same way that Jax does, and two, Pomni would rather be friends with Ragatha's mom, quote unquote, instead of with her.